tonight. I don't want to try. Let me take my time. I've been going down tonight. I don't want to try. Let me take my time. I've been going down tonight. I don't want to try. Let me take my time. I've been going down tonight. I don't want to try. Let me take my time. I've been going down tonight. I don't want to try. Let me take my time. I've been going down tonight. Let me take my time.
Yo, 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 yo. What's up, what's up? Yo, yo, yo. Bada bada. What's up? What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? How are you guys? How is it going? People from Twitch, people from YouTube. How is it going? People on Instagram, I'm already live on Twitch and YouTube. If you want to send me your songs, you need to go there, okay? Carlos, I'm favorite about Spain right now. Okay. Guys, how is it going? How is it going? It's been 2 weeks, I think, without live stream. Yeah, 2 weeks. I have it here. Yeah, 2 weeks without a live stream. How are you? I just sent you a song. Okay. We're doing fine. How is you? Well, I've been on holidays. 1 week. Really nice trip. And now I have a lot of work. That's good and that's bad. That depends on how you look at that, you know, if you're looking from perspective or not. Bro, can you do a tutorial on how to cloud known? Please, what's cloud known? I don't know what's that. How do I send music? Join Twitch or YouTube. So yeah, now I have a lot of work because, well, I just came back from holidays. Sorry. And the problem is that yesterday and today I got some people asking for mastering, people asking for mixing. I'm releasing a song next week. Yes, guys, I'm releasing a song next week. So I need to prepare a lot of the videos. You know, I have here a list of videos I'm going to record tomorrow. I need to edit those videos. Yeah, a lot of things. And actually, things don't stop. This Saturday I'm going to a concert. Next week, also the weekend I'm kind of off. This summer is going to be crazy. You really don't know who's Clown on? No, I don't know it. Just send the demo, okay? Sorry. Where can I send my song? Okay, people on Twitch, you can put !feedback and you will get the email, how to send it. And people from YouTube, give me a second. There you go. Actually, I was scared because right here you see both chats, the Twitch and the YouTube one combined. So I use an app for this, but I don't know why it was giving me an error on YouTube and it was not connecting. And I disconnected and reconnected again 3 times, and at the third one it worked, but it was not working. Trying different things, I didn't find anyone explain this error. Well, the error was like, try it again. That was the error. But well, luckily I have both, so I can check all the comments at once, and everyone can be read, you know. Okay, so yeah. First things first. Today another live stream is gonna be feedback, okay? And I'm not sure. I want to do 2 more live streams before the end of the month, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna do one next Wednesday, of course, and then the other one if it's gonna be this or next weekend. Probably next weekend. Probably, but not 100% sure. And I don't know what it's gonna be about. I don't know if it's gonna be DJ set or if I'm gonna do a production live stream. Maybe finishing the Martin Garrix remix. I had that one completely forgotten. Didn't work on that one. Maybe I can take advantage of a live stream and do it. That maybe is nice, you know. Demo enviado, perfecto. But yeah, as I said, next week I'm releasing a new song. Friday, 30th of May, I'm releasing a new song. I know it's been 3 months without releasing a song. It's not really my mistake. Other years have been my mistake because I didn't finish the songs, I didn't work that much music, and so this year is not my problem, not my mistake. It's because sometimes take time to find the right label, get signed, you know, get released, and so while this one took a bit longer, I'm trying to sign the next one, but I'm sending to a label that they want, but they are not checking the email, and that's like, come on guys, check the email. So yeah, I hope they like it and they want to sign it, so maybe I can schedule it. And also, some of you are asking me for the Major Lazer remix, Light It Up, that I was the 3rd winner. Yes, that one is getting released, but I don't have more information yet. I just know that it's getting released this summer, but I don't know if this summer means June, July, August, I don't know. I hope as soon as possible. It would be awesome to release it maybe at the end of June, maybe beginning of July, so this way would be like 1 month after the next release. That would be really good for me to promote it, to keep consistent on Spotify and all of that. But to be honest, I don't know at all when that song is getting released. I hope really soon. Not really soon, because I don't want to overlap with the next release, but I hope soon. Okay? And I'm so hyped for that one. I'm also so hyped for the hardware one. A lot of you are also asking me. I don't know if it's gonna get released or not. Don't have any information about that one. I hope they want to release it, because that would be crazy. I mean, in one summer or half of the year, releasing an official remix for Major Lazer, another one for hardware, would be mind blowing. I see a lot of people today. That's nice. Maybe because it's been a long time. Well, 2 weeks since the last live stream. Where can I send my song? You have a pinned comment on YouTube. Big congrats. Thank you so much. I Google Drive links allowed? No. SoundCloud or Dropbox only. And yeah, last week I've been on holidays. It's been different because we decided to rent a camper van. Okay, a van where you sleep and where you do everything. The first and second day was a bit like, meh, but then it was good, especially because I could have shower outside because it was warm enough. But yeah, if you want to know it, if not, I just tell you. So this way, I talk about things with you. I've been on Dolomites or Dolomiti, or don't know how you call it in your country, northeast of Italy. Then 4 days there, I think. 4 or 5 days. Then went down to Lago di Como, and then 1 day, and then went up to Switzerland 1 day to Interlaken. It's crazy, all of that. And I had the problem because I had a scratch on the camper van And when if you ever rent a car or a camper or whatever, you know that if you do a scratch, that's extremely expensive. And I'm so fucking scared of how much they're gonna charge me. And it was my fault, but not really my fault. To reach to Bellagio in Lago di Como, there's a road that is next to the lake, but it's really small. I mean, it's just basically for one car and a half. So, and it was like 10 kilometers, something like this, and full of cars. A lot of people was there. So, in both directions. So every 100 meters, I had to stop, and move to the side as much as possible, so I didn't touch other cars and so. And all of a sudden, there was one car that I basically in a corner, I didn't really see it, and when I tried to get on the side, boom. I'm so scared, to be honest. I mean, they charge a lot for this stupid thing. Maybe for something like this, a scratch like this, they charge you $100 or something like this. It's crazy. So I'm scared. Reacciona a trap y música urbana, he reaccionado a todo. He reaccionado a rock, a todo. So yeah, 7 days off. It's been quite good. But now back to work, to preparing the release, to preparing videos, to working, as I said, today I worked on a master of a song. They sending me another one. I need to work on a mix. Also gave feedback. On Tuesday was crazy. I had to give feedback to 100 tracks. 100 tracks. No joking. I had 100 songs. Kind of. I mean, I left some because I was already exhausted. But I checked 100 songs for my Spotify playlist. 100 songs that people send me, and I need to give a feedback. Not obviously a feedback like I give here, and not obviously at all close to the feedback I give to my Patreon members. That one is like something like this, a full page of feedback. This one is a lot shorter, but yeah, 100 songs. So it was crazy. But yeah, if you want super detailed feedback this big, apart from getting sample packs, sound banks, stems to use as reference, and a lot of exclusive tips, you can become a Patreon member. Right now, it's look right there. You see it? Okay. And actually, there's I think only one spot left for the Pro subscription. The Pros are the ones that have the sample packs, sound banks, and all of this. And you're gonna have 37 packs, if I'm not wrong, plus 2 sound banks, and a lot of other things. So I would go and get it right now before it's full. Te envié archivo de audio. Vale, gracias. Archivo de audio no aceptó. Did you watch Eurovision? No. Never liked that contest and not really watching it anymore. Can I send MP3 file? No. Tips for beginner producers, please. I have a lot of videos like this. And actually, 2 weeks ago, I uploaded a video with 25 tips for producers, for beginners, medium, and advanced producers that honestly I think are must have to know, that help me so fucking much. I recommend you to go and watch that video. Did you leave procs or working on any currently or in the future? I kinda left progressive house because I don't know, it's not really giving me that emotion anymore. When I'm watching an artist live, I like it, I enjoy it. I mean, this year I'm going to Tomorrowland. Today I got the bracelet for DEFCON, because yes, I'm going to DEFCON into Tomorrowland. And on Tomorrowland, one of the artists I want to see the most, apart from others, is for example Martin Garrix. It's been like 7 years? No. I think 9 years without watching live Martin Garrix. And other, like the back-to-back, I think is The Vision and Third Party. I'm so hyped for that. But like making it, I'm not that hype anymore, But anyway, I try to adapt it to new styles. For example, if you check Hideaway, if you check Africa Firefly, those are kind of progressive house vibes in a more tech house style, I would say. Now I don't know why, lately I've been working a lot on melodic techno. For example, the 2 remixes, the Major Lazer and the Harwell. Also the Martin Garrix one I've been working on. The song that is coming out next week. But I think I kinda adapt my progressive house style into that, It's not that underground or dark as common melodic techno. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make a pure progressive house song in the near future, to be honest. I'm Estonian, so of course espresso macchiato, but I also really like Germany, Sweden, and Iceland. What? Ah, okay, espresso macchiato was a song. Anyway, just I still come alive. You're talking about the revision. Okay, people on Instagram, I'm ending this live stream. If you want to check, do you want me to check your songs? Go to Twitch or to YouTube. See you. By the way, guys, today I uploaded a reel. If you can go and watch it and support it, would help me so much. Apart from that, I mean, it's really interesting video. I mean, to be honest, I've checked a lot of this kind of plugins, and I would say this is the best one I've checked, or at least the most complete. Okay, in terms of quality, maybe it's the same as others, but in terms of complete, I think it's the best one. If you check the video, you will understand it. But like, you have a lot of more alternative than other plugins, like having crowd, not having crowd in a club, being in the DJ booth, in the floor, in the dance floor, different seats of the car. That's really good, really good. Give me a second. Can you review my music? Yes, of course. Send it to the live stream. I will try to check it. So, well, I don't know. You want to ask something? Do you want some small Q&A about production, about my life, about new music, about the crazy summer I'm gonna have? I don't know. Anything. If you're gonna ask, yes, I paid for Defcon 1 and Tomorrowland tickets. I'm not that big to get free tickets. I wish. Any live sets this summer? No. You know, I want to focus. I always say this. I've said this 1,000 times on the live streams, I know, and it's bad on my side to say it and not doing it. I want to focus more on DJ sets, but I don't want to be the common DJ like wait, where's the? I don't want to be the common DJ of, okay, today I need to play reggaeton, I play it, tomorrow I need to play tech house, I play it. No, I want to go as an artist. Like, okay, this is my style, this is what I play, that's what I'm gonna play if you hire me, you know? But to do this, you need to have a kind of a good branding, unified sound, and so lately, during this past year, I decided to go more on a niche, not making today hardstyle, then big room, then progressive house, you know, not that open, even if I like it. Kind of close the niche of my sound, so this way I can sell better my branding, my brand, my artist name, my artist thing. So I'm on that. And I think that the Major Lazer remix, and I hope if the Hardwell remix gets released, those two things can help me a lot to then start getting, like, selling me as a DJ. But yeah, it's something I need to work a lot on that. And I hope maybe with some managers or with any publishing company or something, booking company, sorry, I could get some more DJ gigs. That would be awesome, to be honest. Which acts are you most excited about besides Martin Garrix Tomorrowland? To be honest, the most excited, the one I want to see the most is John Summit. I've never seen John Summit. Last year he went the second weekend of Tomorrowland. I went on the first one, but this year he's going the same weekend. I hope he doesn't play at the same time as another artist, because the first day is crazy. Like, first day I think is Martin Garrix, Hardwell, John Summit. I think it's Alesso. Some hardstyle artists, I think some drum and bass artists. Then it's like, you have tickets for Defcon 2. We'll be seeing you there. Dutch downtown. Okay, sure, guys. If you see me, just stop me. I mean, anywhere. If you see me anywhere, is not necessarily at the festival, and you want to stop me, stop me. I don't care at all. I mean, actually, it excites me, you know, when some people stop me to talk, a picture, a photo, or whatever. I like it so much. Hola Josben, ¿cómo va? Slap House Reality Based Tutorial. Slap House is still a thing? Yes, bro, having a unique sound is really good nowadays. Yo, Luis, how are you, man? I've seen you're gonna release another song on Revealed. You never stop, man. Are we gonna begin? No. You know why? Because you asked for that. Now I don't start with the feedback. Todavía me des un feedback. Ah, es verdad. Es verdad. Que te suscribiste pero no tenías canción o algo así, ¿no? Bien hecho, bien hecho. Mira, te voy a apuntar ya. ¿Vas a reaccionar a las demos? Sí. Ahora empezaré. Guys, come on. When I open Livestream, I like to talk with you a little bit. Talk to you about my life, about my insights, about the problems I have. Know what's your problems, you know? It's an EP with a new promotion. Okay. Did they find out what happened with electricity in Spain? To be honest, I don't know. I think the most reliable or the most probable problem was how to say it, saturation on the net, like something stopped and then the rest couldn't handle everything and boom. But to be honest, I don't know. I don't care. It happened. Now everything's fine. Okay. Just that. Oh shit. Okay, so well, if you didn't send it, send your song. If you're on Twitch, you can put ! feedback in the chat and you will see the email. If you're on YouTube, you have a pinned comment. Go and check that. What genre of songs do you enjoy making? Now I like a lot making kind of melodic techno, melodic tech house. Always melodic. That's the thing. It was a fire. I think there was no fire that day in Spain. But I don't know, I didn't check it at all. Okay, let's stop this. Do you listen raw style? Not really raw style, I like hardstyle. But yeah, sometimes especially when I'm at the gym and I'm listening to a hardstyle playlist, sometimes I get some raw style. And I like it. I mean, yeah. I like when they have melodies. So raw style sometimes is like, I'm missing that melodic drop, you know? But probably at DEF CON, I'm gonna have to listen to raw style. You also like Frenchcore? Yeah. The Cepha thing is nice. But because maybe Cepha is a bit more commercial in Frenchcore kind of sound. But a bit too much for me, I would say. Also, like, I don't really like that much up tempo. I like when some artists kind of make a tempo in hardstyle. You know what they call raw tempo. That's kind of okay. I didn't even heard those genres before. They are hard genres. Okay, let me put this here. Okay, we're gonna start with Josven because he subscribed in the last live stream, but he didn't send a song. Okay, camera is good, everything's good. Extra tone is peak. Extra tone. No, thank you. Okay, and let me check this. Okay, the new layout is good, right? Do you like it? Okay, so the screen is perfect, all the borders are right. We see the email, the SoundCloud, no corn, no personal things, no personal emails. SoundCloud is good, the camera, the chat, everything's perfect. We're gonna start. Are you selecting randomly or in certain order? What I do for this is always the same thing. If somebody subscribes on Twitch, that one has priority. And then what I do is I check it doing some games, usually the number game, to check the next one. Why? Because this way I make sure that the person I'm checking the song is in the live stream. and it's not somebody that didn't even join the live stream, just send the email. Okay, so that's how I do it. Okay, so like this, good. And okay, email, blah 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 blah, camera. Okay. Oh, last one thing, guys. Remember that if you want to self-release your music, like I do several times, like at least once a year, you have here a discount on DistroKid. Okay, and also if you need vocals, you can use this Vocalfy code. So this way you have a 10% discount. Okay, and this way you get professional vocals for your songs without needing to ask singers and waiting for them and all of this. Okay, just to let you know. All right, song. Okay, the layout. Email, SoundCloud, boom, this. Okay, let's go. Come on. Yo, Lucas, Lucas Mac Music. Thanks so much for the description. Putting you in purity.
Si me quieres ver, llámame, yo a tu casa llego en 10. Sin GPS, terminamos hasta el amanecer. Estamos de ser, un lujo tenerte acá donde no nos pueden ver. Ya lo sé, haces que te desee.
I think that the beat is good and the vocal is not bad, but I think it's not, the instrumental is not giving enough space to the vocal. It's not that bad, but I think the vocal needs a bit more space. Maybe some EQ sidechain, especially in the mid highs of the vocal. Also, I don't know, I'm not the highs of the vocal sound a bit kind of bad quality. I don't know if it's because of the microphone or some processing you did. I would make the snare a bit stronger, maybe another layer with more body.
Baby, no quiero ya disimular, no está de más. Desconectemos de la realidad, ya no hay vuelta atrás. Dime la verdad, contigo me quiero quedar una vez más. Perdidos en esta ciudad, adictos de noche y día. Salimos de la rutina, me encanta cómo combinan tus labios, rozando los míos, se vuelven poesía. Tú eres mi type, ay, contigo no hay trama. De que estás loco por mí, yo loco por ti. Así que si me quieres ver, llámame, yo a tu casa llego en 10. Sin GPS, terminamos hasta el amanecer. Estamos de ser, un lujo tenerte acá donde no nos pueden ver. Hasta las 3. Que estoy loco por ti y tú loca por mí. Dejemos de fingir.
Here the vocal has a bit more space, of course, but I think the problem is that it feels a bit too saturated. I'm not sure if it's because of the microphone, if the processing or what. But yeah, try to give more space to the vocal. The rest is good, and maybe the snare a bit fatter.
Sensaciones que no entiendo. Todo es distinto cuando estás aquí, para mí. Si me quieres ver, llámame, yo a tu casa llego en 10. Sin GPS, terminamos hasta el amanecer. Estamos de ser, un lujo tenerte acá donde no nos pueden ver. Ya lo sé, haces que te desee. Yo también, baby, quiero verme en tu piel como tinta en un papel. Prendidos hasta las 3,
Yeah, this is pretty good. I like it, but this is what they say. Especially the vocal, I think needs a little bit more. What needs to sound a little bit more warm. I think it sounds a bit too focused on the highs, a bit saturated there maybe, and needs a bit more space in the instrumental. But the idea is really good. Well done. Okay, let's do a number game. Let's do a number game. For the people that is new, I'm gonna think on one number, okay? You're gonna start saying numbers, and if you guess the number, you get the feedback. This simple, okay? This way you make sure that the person that gets the feedback is in the live stream. So the number I'm thinking is between 50 and 75. Lucas, you don't need to play. You have priority. After I'm gonna take this one and then yours. between 50 and 75. Okay, we got it. The number is 64, and the first one saying 54 is Purple Music. Purple. Okay. Okay. I was checking because I saw that I got a subscriber but didn't see a notification. Nave Krieger, thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you so much. I'm gonna put you in pretty also. Okay, let's check now. Purple. Okay, I get the idea, and when the kick comes in, I understand the rhythm. But before the kick comes in, the snare rhythm here is really weird. I don't know if it's a slow tempo, a fast one. I cannot really follow the rhythm. I think that's a bit confusing.
You ain't bust that skeng or now. Man, I talking all rough on the that comes in the flesh. You ain't gone now or now. Still ain't got headlight shows or now. When I tryna get to the door or now. It's about time that I go all out like no.
I also miss a bit of warmth, like on the 300-400 hertz. You know, some strength there to make it warmer.
But they move cause I want it all now.
It's not bad like this, but I think if you try to make it warmer, it can sound better.
Now, go now, 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 oh now, go now, now, go now, now, go now, now, go now, you ain't now, go now, now, go now, now, go now, now, go now, now, oh now, go now, now, go now, now, go now, now, go now, you ain't now, go now, now, go now, now, go now, 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 oh now, I want it all now, I'm an all-rounder.
The idea is really strong. It sounds pretty cool.
Now, go
In terms of mixing,
now, now, oh now, go now, now, go now, now, go now, now, go now.
I think it's good. Maybe the top high frequency of the snare annoys me a little bit, but maybe that's just personal taste. But I think it's pretty good. I just miss a bit of width. Like, the sides are not really covered.
You ain't now, go now, now,
It's pretty focused on the center.
go now, now, oh now, I want it all now, I'm an all-rounder, I get it all out, gonna ball out, splash and sauce out, this ain't drip, it's torrential, fall down, big bundles, have it draw out, anything other than that, it's a draw out, they do anything for this thing called clout.
Make the vocal a little bit louder.
Sell themselves like a in a whorehouse. From a long way from a courthouse, all now. Still don't hear when I talk now, all now. Raz and high-go, that's a bad combo. Licking them down with a raw sound, all now. This year when I do it up tour rounds, might to make it your city or your town. Tell the promoter to fork out, still got my knife and fork out, all now. All now, you ain't bust that skeng all now. Man, I talking all rough on the that comes in the flesh. You ain't gone now or now. Still ain't got headlight shows all now. When I tryna get to the door all now. It's about time that I go all out like nobody move cause I want it all now. Go now, now, go now, now, go now, now, now. Still ain't got that I go all now, 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 go now, like now, go now, now, go now.
Maybe it has a bit, the main thing has a bit too much bass. Especially if you compare with the rest of the
Go
song.
all out like nobody move cause I like now, go now, now.
Maybe a bit too much.
Go now, you ain't now, go now, now, go now, 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 go now, now, go now, now, it's a
This drop is a bit too long. I don't know if it's the outro, but sounds really like the drop, so I guess it's a drop. Yeah, so I think it's too long, and especially if you don't add anything new. I mean, when I make drops, instead of 2 parts, I make it 3 parts, like 24 bars instead of 16. Is because in the 3rd part I add something new. I make it a bit more uplifting, add new synth, add more layers, or add anything new, you know. If it's gonna be like the same, I think it's just making it longer for no reason and making it repetitive. That's my perspective, of course. But I think the idea is pretty good. I think it's pretty nice, and the mixes just need some small details, but not big things. Okay, Lucas. Lucas, what's your real name? Well, or your email name, because I don't have anybody called Lucas right here. Means in spam? No. Lucas, can you tell me? Or maybe you didn't send the song, I don't know. I write in the email my song, hold on. But what's your email name? But look, okay, ML. Lucas Ziegler, okay. Let's go. Why it doesn't work? Dropbox.
You know I've tried every day that turns to night all my life.
Sounds pretty good, but the vocal is extremely I mean, it's 100% dry. Add some reverb. Even if it's a short one, add reverb to make it sound more natural and to cover space, up depth, and all of this.
It's played on repeat in my mind. I know you know that I could run away to chase a dream that held my yesterdays. But don't you worry, I will always stay. I'll stay for you. You say this love will not last. Step forward 2 more.
I don't really like the claps. I think they are way too warm. I will make them a little bit more quiet. I would try to make them brighter. Maybe if you reduce a little bit on the mids and boost on the highs, it works. If not, maybe also some OTT can help a lot. Sometimes I use OTT on the claps for these things. But the rest sounds pretty good.
Steps back just to fall all the way down. Hold on.
Probably I wouldn't have the claps here, just remove them. Did a drop right, but why it has snares? Wait. Okay, several things. The synth for the drop is extremely thin, quiet, and in the background. Okay, probably open the cutoff, probably has a cutoff on the synth, open it, layer it with all synth, make it fuller, brighter, louder. Then on the drop I would have extra clap, so his way is not, if you get the same clap all the time, the drop doesn't feel stronger because it's the same sound, you know. So I would add an extra layer on the drop to make it stronger. Also on the hi-hat, maybe an extra layer that covers more space, a wider one, brighter one, whatever you want to do. And then the snares, I wouldn't put them here. No, first of all, they are a bit too loud, but second of all, I wouldn't have them here. Maybe just here at the middle. This, you know, nothing here, and then that's good. Because if you do it like this, I'm thinking that the drop is ending, that it's only going to be one part, like 8 bars, you know. So just have them at the middle of the drop, and then you kind of get the same effect. Actually, I think it's better to have all this drum that you do here, right here, like the opposite, you know. But anyway, I would do it like a set. I would duplicate the vocal, reverse this polarity, and then use those in send bus as background vocals. Why do you want to reverse the polarity? Makes no sense. If you reverse the polarity, they're gonna cancel each other. So it makes no sense to reverse it.
I've sacrificed broken bridges, fractured time. Now I ride a road untraveled with no sign. You know I know that it's the road I chose, a path I know that will lead to hope. Something to have, something to hold, and I'll hold on to you. You say this love will not last, but I'll fight for you. Hold on.
The idea is really good. I think in the breaks you don't really need to do anything special. Just the vocal needs to have depth. It's extremely dry. Well, it's 100% dry, so that's a mistake. And on the drops you need to work a bit more. You need to make them stronger and so you won't have phase issues. No, actually you will have phase issues. I mean, wait, I'm gonna show you. If you have a sound, for example, this kick, you clone it. Okay, you talk about vocals, but it's the same thing. You have this kick, you clone it, and then this one you reverse the polarity. Check what happens. It gets muted because they cancel each other. Okay, because right here, what I'm marking, okay, right here, this is going down and this is going up with the same volume, but in the other direction. So they cancel. -1 and +1 equals 0. Okay? So if you do the same with vocals, they're gonna cancel each other. Okay? So don't do this. Just don't do this. Okay? What you want to do isn't with vocal, but if what you want to do is do this, have the main vocal and then this one with reverb. First, makes no sense to clone it. Just take this one and use reverb. Okay, that's the first thing. If you want no, this one I want two because this way this one is dry, this one has reverb, so I get more presence. Just use the mix or use sidechain on the reverb. Okay, don't need to do two. In case you want to use two vocals, okay, two sounds, you don't need to reverse it. What you need to do in any case is just move it a little bit. So this way you create the stereo feeling. Okay, if I have this here, it's in the center. If I do this, now it sounds bad, but it sounds more wide, you know? Especially if you want, for example, to put one left and one right. If they play at the same moment, it's in the center, but if I move it, it's on the side. Okay? You need to shift it, of course, too. Forgot to mention. But even if you shift it, don't reverse the polarity. Don't do it. But anyway, if you want to just clone the vocal, to have reverb on the second one, that's useless. And even you're gonna have a bad mix because of that. Just have reverb on the first one with less mix. Just that. It's gonna sound 100 times cleaner. For example, what Talal say, if you want the clone to be one octave lower, one octave higher, to have a formant, to have any kind of effect? Of course, because you're adding something new. But if it's gonna be the same thing, don't clone it. Makes no sense. Learn something new today. That's why I'm here. I always tell you, even if I don't give you feedback, if you pay attention, you learn. Or that's at least what I'm trying to do. You know? Okay, let's do another number game. Alright, for people that is new, I'm gonna think on one number. If you guess the number, you get the feedback. This simple. You do Afro House reviews as well. I do whatever thing review. Always, your reviews help as well. And I have a special tips that I only share with my Patreon members that are really good also, but I share them also with them. Or maybe some of them I make a video. But most of the tips I tell them, I don't share them. Okay, number game. Okay, the number I'm thinking is between 1 and 25. How do I get to your pattern? What do you mean? I send the song to a label and release, so it's too late to change. No, you can tell them and send a new version like, hey, do you like this version more? Okay, numbers. Okay, the number was 22. The first one saying 22 is Giordano Matalo. I don't know exactly what. Jordan O Matalo. I don't know. Let me see. Jordan Santoro, I guess. My Twitch name is Jordan. Okay. I'm a soup. You're not, I think. Yo, Dath! Thank you so much for your subscription. I'll put you in pretty. Let's go. Okay, some things about this one. First, in the kick, reduce a little bit on 300-400 hertz. Okay, it sounds a bit too like a wood sound, like this. You know, if you reduce there, it's gonna sound way cleaner. The kick has almost no bass, so try to get a lot more bass on the kick, especially in these genres. The kick needs a lot of sub energy. The mid bass also needs to reduce on the mids to have a cleaner sound. The hi-hat needs a lot more brightness. Also too much mids. In general, the whole song has a lot of mids on 400 or 500 hertz. I will make the notes maybe a little bit shorter on the bass. So instead of like it's more like you know, you get the driving bass feeling a bit better. I think it's via the number pool on Twitch, especially on YouTube. We cook. I always tell you the same thing. On YouTube, there's more latency on the chat and the video. Okay, you get the video a little bit later, and the chat arrives a little bit later. So you have double the latency. So it's more difficult for you to win. But sometimes people on YouTube win. I see no evolution on the song. Yeah, you added this new synth sound, but take the overall sound of the song. There's no transitions, there's not evolution, there's no opening sounds, closing filters, effects, there's nothing like that. So it's too monotonous. Same thing, you know, there's not really a transition from here to here, there's no contrast, there's no uplifting feeling. Even if you want to make it, this one is more kind of big room techno, okay, not that underground techno, I think, or at least the vibe it gives me. But even if you want to make it really underground techno, like really monotonous, really static sound, I think you need to create a bit more contrast. Maybe here you can low cut the kick a lot and reduce the volume, add reverb to the sounds, more risers, you know, things like this. The synth is a bit too muffled, like not enough brightness, not enough strength, not in my face. The vocal also needs more clarity. Way too repetitive, man. Way too repetitive. I know. At least have the common bar in the middle of the drop that adds a little bit of variation. These kind of things. Anyway, if I can express an opinion, I don't understand the feedback on the mix. In the sense that the mix and also the master is often done with reference, this means that there are songs, even famous ones with millions, tens of millions of streams, that have the same characteristic in the mix phase. Sincerely, I don't understand the technical feedback, if not possible technical problems and not artistic ones. I think you're wrong, because here mainly, and not want you to any one of you get disappointed or discouraged or whatever. Here, most of the people don't have a professional sound like Martin Garrix, Harwell, all these kind of things. So here, the problems are not artistic decisions. Like, I want to have a darker sound. No, here most of the times is a mixing problem, you know? For example, this song, apart from telling this artist some arrangement, I think, mistakes, that in theory, that's more artistic and something more like this person wants to do it like this, but they give them my opinion on how to improve the song. This artist has a lot of mixing problems, and not because of the reference this person used, because in the especially, well, you need to train a lot your ears, and even if you use reference songs, you cannot detect the same problems, the same mistakes, the same color, the same balance. Okay, you've been working 1 month in production, you put a reference song, you're gonna get the same sound? Not at all. Even if you have a reference song in your project or 3 reference songs, it doesn't matter. You're not gonna have that because you don't know the techniques. Your ears are not trained. You don't have the right sounds. You don't know how to use the right sounds. You don't know how to layer properly. All of this. So the mixing feedback helps a lot. Actually, for example, my Patreon members, I've seen them evolve so much the sound and get way better because of the feedback, especially in the mix I give them. Also in the idea, the arrangement, the artistic decisions, but the mixing is what really helps, in my opinion, on the feedback. Because what they say, actually, adding a sound or adding a melody or doing this change here or there is more artistic. And that's where you don't have to give feedback, because it's what that person decided to do. Actually, the feedback that people need is the mixing one, you know? Do you think that there are any rules to the creative decisions in a track like mixing rules? There are no rules, but there are rules. I mean, in the end, the rule is that it needs to sound good. From there, there are no rules. But for example, in a masterclass, Axwell says something that is, to break the rules, you need to know them first. Okay? And that's the thing. If you listen to It Gets Better by Swedish House Mafia, it sucks in the mix and mastering stage. And yet someone here wants to challenge the Swedish House Mafia track. Probably the mixing is not shit. Probably there is what we say that is a decision of the artist to make it more dark or more bright or a thing like this. Okay, then you need to think that sometimes they need to release music fast. Okay, but anyway, even if it needs a touch in the mixing, all the songs need a touch in the mixing, all the songs always can sound better. There's a moment that is not necessarily more mixing, and even with that, probably that song that I don't know right now what song is that one, it has already a good mixing level, even if it's not the best mixing. You know, from 1 to 10, best mixing is a 10, worst mixing is a 1. Okay, probably the song is an 8. It can be a 10, okay, but it's an 8 right now. You know? Wildcrow, you should have your Twitch link on your YouTube description to drive traffic there, gain more followers. I did it, but I think sometimes it's like YouTube blocks it. I didn't get the word. But let's check that one. It Gets Better Swedish. The only thing I would say is bad in this mixing is that the kick is way too woody, like it has way too much mid frequencies. The rest sounds good, the rest sounds balanced, sounds clean, has enough space, but this is the only thing I would do. But this is what they say, it can be a 10, yes, but it's an 8, you know? So the only mix feedback I would say to this song is this. It's like, for example, this song, wait, I think it's by Cream. No, if it's not Cream, who is it? Arbat, maybe? I think it's Arbat. Yeah, it's Arbat. For example, take this song by Arbat and Benny Benassi.
Stones and flowers on the ground, we are lost and found, but love is gonna save us. Shadows walking in the crowd, we are lost and found, but love is gonna save us.
Okay, if you check this vocal, it's not well quantized and it sounds a bit off key or a bit like weird. Okay, but here is done in purpose and you can easily see that it's done in purpose. Okay, it's not a mistake. Okay, it's not that you don't know what you're doing and you have this, you know, so they broke that rule, but it's an artistic decision, you know. When I upload my master track on Instagram and YouTube, the compressed version sounds shit. What am I doing wrong? I don't know. Maybe you're not mastering right. Update that so I can submit my tracks and get feedback to improve anything I'm working on. Update that. Update what? The link on Twitch. Just go to Twitch/Wildcrow Music. What do you do with your tail? What? If mix sounds good, it will be good on YouTube also. Ya lo he escrito. Sí, Roger, lo siento. Muchas gracias por esa suscripción. Te pongo en lista de prioridad, ¿vale? Roger Alexander. Ok, Okay, and let's just finish this one. In general, the problem in this song is too monotonous, like same sounds, no evolution, same vibe all the time, same mood, and in general, the whole song feels like way too strong on the mids, like a boost in the mids. But it has potential. If you work on it, it has potential. Okay, let's check some priorities because, as you can see, I have a lot. Oh. Nave. Why don't I have your song? Nave, what's your email name or what's happening? I once had the same issue and got resolved by cutting it instead of wrapping it. I mean, guys, when you export it, never wrap the end. Always, in FL2 you have 3 options: cut reminder, leave reminder, or wrap reminder. Always cut. Cut reminder, always. The warp or wrap, what it's gonna do is put the final tail in the beginning of the song. That makes no sense. Unless you're making loops or something like this. Nave. What's happening? Where's your email? Kushik. Kushik, okay. Got you. With wrapping a tap, it sounds cool too, but makes no sense. I mean, why do you want a tail of the end of the song at the beginning of the song if at the beginning you didn't have that sound? And even if you had that sound, makes no sense to have that tail of the reverb or whatever, you know? Makes no sense. Just don't do it. And if you want something like that, do it in purpose, in the project, in the production. Okay, as without vocals, I guess you're gonna add vocals, so I need to think about that when talking about the mix. Here, especially here, I hear that noise. For uplifters, I always recommend you to cut the mids because that sounds muddy, that sounds dirty. And right now here, it sounds a bit like that. I don't really recommend you. The idea starts good guitar. The vocal is gonna be on top, that's good. I feel the guitar is maybe a bit quiet, but if you're gonna add the vocal, probably it's gonna be good. All of this sounds good. I would reduce the volume of the leads in the build-up to 3, well, between 2 and 6 dBs, so it fits better with the break, and then in the drop you give the normal volume. The drop is a bit loud compared to the break. Maybe when you add the vocal, that gets a bit more balanced. The sub bass is a bit too loud. And for me, the leads are a bit too noisy and a bit too bright. I'm missing a bit more mid strength on the leads. Maybe you can add another layer and put that one especially in the center. That one is gonna give more strength in the center, but also on the mid frequencies. I get the idea here, but I think that silence is not really good. Maybe in that silence you can add something like something like this. Yo, Royal, thank you so much for using those points to get priority feedback. Name, that's a lot. I don't really like this. It feels like it's another song. I don't know if I think because the piano is starting with notes that is not the same as the lead river tail. It feels weird. Maybe I would delay it a little bit, or I don't know. Feels weird. I would reduce a little bit the volume of the kick and boost the snare. Also, the snare is completely on the sides. Maybe adding a layer, even if it's really quiet in the center, can help a lot. Oof. Here it went completely off key. I think I would make this longer. I would go directly here on to the build-up. I think it can work better. The idea is good. The idea has potential. Let's try to find a good vocal. If you cannot find any singer, you can always go to Vocalfy and use my code to get a discount. Let's check Das now. Das, what's your real name? The thing is that many of Twitch streamers give feedback on every genre without producing it or having any idea on the musical landscape of that genre. For example, in Mega Afro House and Madorein the House, on the type of Afro House that Sunset Gathering doesn't want, which in turns. Okay, man, but you're taking this too deep, I think. First, most of the genres I get on the live streams, maybe you're not talking about me, but as you're saying it here, I've produced them. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing, when it's a genre I never produced, I always tell this that I would do this, but maybe in this genre is good like that, you know. But then, even if, I mean, in a genre, okay, what can change from this genre to this other genre is the sounds, the balance of volumes, the depth on the synth or these kind of things. But what sounds bad, and it doesn't matter if it's Afro house, hardstyle, pop, or rap. It doesn't matter. If it sounds bad, it sounds bad. If the vocal is muddy, it's muddy. Okay, you can have it darker or you can have it brighter, of course. But if it's dirty, it's dirty, you know. And that's the thing I mostly focus in these live streams. Okay, because obviously I cannot really go that in depth in every feedback I give here. But if something sounds bad, if something is off key, it's off key. It doesn't matter the genre. It's off key, it's bad. If the kick is 10 dBs louder than it should, even if in your genre the kick is louder than in other genres, maybe it's too loud, you know, and it doesn't matter the genre, it's too loud. So that's the thing. Das, you're not replying to me. Why you? Please, Das. That's music, but I don't. No. I don't have anyone from you. Mejor no pedir feedback si no quieres críticas. Tal cual. I don't have an email from you. Maybe send it again. And in the meantime, I'm going to check Roger. Roger Alexander, I guess it's Roger Montiel. Vale. Vamos a ello. So far, I think the hi-hat is extremely loud. And this is what I'm saying. Maybe in the genre, the hi-hat is louder than in other genres. But in this case, it's extremely loud. No matter if it needs to be louder than usual. It's louder than it should be, you know? Well, Wildcrow, in all honestly, the last livestream you massacred a song that I sent you without knowing that it was already on Spotify, signed with 1.7, which is Sony, which is 100 hype chart on Beatport and 400k streams on Spotify. But from what you say, it was all to be redone. Don't send me. Don't send me. Don't ask for feedback if you are not going to accept feedback. It's this simple. I mean, first of all, personal taste. Second of all, getting a song released or getting a song with a lot of streams doesn't mean your song sounds good. Third, as you said, for example, the Sweet House Mafia 1, we said that the mix can be better, but it's not bad. So I tell you things to improve. I mean, when I get a song for feedback, I always try to say something. Even if the song is perfect, it always can be better. Okay, well, it always can sound cleaner, it always can sound more balanced, it always can have an extra thing. So I try to find that. I've received songs that are perfect, but it's like, okay, the only thing I would say is this small thing, because I cannot really say anything else about that one. But if I massacred that, I don't think that happened, because I always try to be polite and I always try to don't say too many things to avoid making you discouraged. That's what I thought of your song. I don't care where you released, to be honest. I mean, for example, there's a Martin Garrix song, I don't remember right now the name, that in my opinion, the mix is bad. Has way too much reverb, is way too much focus on the mid frequencies, has no brightness at all, and it feels like it's a song recorded live. I don't remember right now which one. And it's Martin Garrix. And if I think that it needs that work, it needs it, or maybe not, or if you don't want my feedback, don't send me. It's this simple, I don't understand your point of view. If you send me a song, it's because you want my opinion, because you trust in my criteria, or because you like how my music sounds, how I mix, all these kind of things. If you're not going to accept feedback, don't send it. I mean, if you check the feedback I give to my Patreon members, if you think I massacred your song, you would cry, to be honest, with the feedback I give to my Patreon members. Because on that one, I go with no mercy. No mercy at all. I mean, I go as deep as possible. As I said at the beginning, I give feedbacks of 1 page, like this. It's really specific in every sound, in everything. Maybe on the first 8 bars, I wrote them 4 or 5 sentences of feedback sometimes. On the first 8 bars. And maybe they have 4 sounds. But because they go really in depth, like, okay, this sound, you need to do this. We try this EQ minus 2.3 dBs in 475 hertz with this width on the EQ. All of this. Because they are Patreon members, because they want this, and because they trust me. If you don't want the feedback, don't send it. I have songs with 4+ million streams, and I acknowledge that the mixdown on them suck. Level and audience attention does not always work. Exactly. For example, I have a song, my self-release with more streams is Evolution, has more than 500,000 streams, is self-release. And I check it now and I know it needs some work. And I check songs that they released with labels and I know it needs some work. Songs that they released 2 or 3 years ago. Because you evolve, the sound evolves, your knowledge evolves, your ears get more trained. And because of what we said, there's no limit on mixing. There's never a perfect mix. They always can get better, but you need to stop at the moment. So you decide to stop there, and in my opinion, you need to go here. Or just because of personal taste, but... What's up, Malobo? Alright, let's take this one.
Do it right, 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 do it right. No one does it like I do. Eyes on me, I'm all for you. Skin to skin, I will do it right, do it right. No one does it like I do. Eyes on me.
I miss a bit of warmth. Maybe if you release, the hi-hat need to get released a lot, and if you release a little bit the vocal, the bass is gonna stand out a bit more. So maybe that gives already the warmth it needs.
I'm all for you. Skin to skin, I will do it right, do it right. No one does it like I do. Eyes on me, I'm all for you. Skin to...
I'm not sure if the vocal is 100% off key. Maybe some notes, but sometimes in the house they use more raw vocals, not perfectly pitched to the song, and so I don't really feel it's 100% bad.
I will do it right, do it right. No one does it like I do. Eyes on me, I'm all for you. Skin to skin,
Snare is a bit loud.
I will do it right, do it right.
Okay, first of all, you have way too much sub bass, way too much. I mean, yeah, you want bass, you want to sound fat and heavy, but I think it's way too much. But second, I'm missing a lot of mid strength, Like here sounds really full and so on, then the drop starts like really empty. I know you're going for a kind of odd mob sound. He always starts the drop with that stab like pong, something like this, and then goes more empty, because that stab at the beginning can help on the transition from something really full in the build up to something more empty in the drop. I don't recommend you to use that one because everybody's using it right now and I think it's getting overused, but try to look something to start a drop and make it more easy to transition, you know. No, I asked for your honest opinion, positive or negative, because I know for sure feedback will give detailed information where I can improve and learn something new. Since I and my other mate are still in music academy, and I'm sure even professional producers still have feedback on their own tracks. That's the thing. I'm gonna tell you what they think is good, what they think is bad, and I think that's gonna help you to improve. If not, because you have better quality than me or whatever, you don't need to send it. Nobody's forced to send music, you know. But for example, I send my song always to some friends, and sometimes they tell me this sounds bad, and when I listen again, it's like it was true, you know. Or maybe I listen, it's like no, because I prefer to have it like this because that person has another taste. For me, it's really empty, way too much. I'm not that much into this underground style, but even that I think is way too empty.
Touch my body if you want me.
Maybe I would start a drop like this, you know.
Make it naughty, kiss it.
I would probably start a drop with a vocal, and then with a snare or something, transition to something more empty, but not that much like this. This feels like an outro, you know.
Make it naughty, kiss it, feel it, touch my body, show me that you want me. Kiss it, feel
Add some reverb.
it, touch my body. If you want me, make it naughty, kiss it, feel it, touch my body, show me that you want me.
Yeah, for me it feels like an outro.
No one does it like I do. Eyes on me, I'm all for you. Skin to skin, you know I will do it right.
Here would add more effects. I know, more uplifters, ear candy, maybe some tremolos, because otherwise I would just remove this and go from drop to this.
Like I do, eyes on me, I'm all for you. Skin to skin, you know I will do it right. Do it right. No one does it like I do. Eyes on me, I'm all for you. Skin to skin, you know I will do it right. Do it right. No one does it like I do. Eyes on me, I'm all for you. Skin to skin, you know I will do it right. Do it right. No one does it like I do. Eyes do it right. Do it right.
B is better. D is a drop. D is an outro or intro.
Want me?
I think in general the idea of the song is good, but needs more work. It's like the skeleton right now, you know, especially this drop, but then also this break is really empty. I would add more things to make it more interesting or keep more the rhythm. Okay, let's do, let me see, does already send it? Okay, it does, now I have it. But let's do a number game and then we check the last priorities I have so far. Okay, number game. The number I'm thinking is between 20 and 40. What the fuck? Okay, the number I was thinking was 33 and the first one showing 33 is wetter. Extremely fast. Wetter. What's your real name? I don't see anybody called Wetter right here. Anton. Anton Wetter, okay. If you subscribe to the Patreon, do they have priority? No. If you subscribe to the Patreon, you have the Patreon feedback. These are 1,000 times better than this. And you need to send it to the Patreon email we have for that. What about the Twitch priority, Wildcrow? Send you a track to what? But you didn't subscribe.
Feels like time is slowing down right now. These thoughts of you are getting loud, so loud. I thought that it was perfect, but it wasn't fine. Oh, how did I deserve this? I did everything right. I'm still so lonely in a crowd without. Tell me where you gone, where you gone, now that I need you.
I will try to clean a little bit the meats on the synth.
It feels like time is slowing down right now. These thoughts of you are getting loud.
The vocal sounds good. I just think the highs are a bit uncontrolled, maybe a bit more de-esser or just dynamic EQ or multiband compression on the highs of the vocal can make it sound a bit more pleasant, more comfortable to listen.
So loud. I thought that it was perfect, but it wasn't fine. Oh, how did I deserve this? I did everything right. I'm still so lonely in a crowd without. Tell me where you gone, where you gone, now that I need you, now that I need you. Well, tell me where you gone, where you gone, now that I need you, now that I need you. Well, tell me where you gone.
Maybe the bass is also a bit loud, and that makes the song sound a bit too full, and that reduces a bit the presence on the vocal. But in general, the mix is quite good.
Well, tell me where you've gone. Now that I need you. Now that I need you. Now that I need you.
I just would do two things here. I would try to add a bit more attack to the kick, more especially on the highs on the kick, but a bit more attack, but that's a bit more personal taste. And then I would reduce a little bit on the volume of the chords, and especially on the mid highs, also in the chords, to give more space to the vocal chops. Yeah, like a top kick.
Ever since you left, and now I'm sleepless, I'm trapped inside my head. I thought that it was perfect, but it wasn't fine. Oh, how did I deserve it?
Use some EQ sighting, especially on the mid highs, to give more space to the vocal, because it feels a bit masked.
I did everything right. Hold on to what I could have said. I'm a mess. Tell me where you gone, where you gone, now that I need you, now that I need you. Well, tell me where you gone, where you gone, now that I need you, now that I need you. Well, tell me where you gone, Well, tell me where you gone. Now that I need you.
But the idea is really good. I just think that what he said, the especially the mid highs are a bit too full, too strong there, you know. So we'll try to give more space to the vocal chops and to the vocal with sidechain EQ, with normal EQ, reducing a bit the chords, but the rest is really good. I like the idea. The mix is good. I like the vibes. Well done, well done. Okay, let's check now Das. Hard techno remix, okay. I skipped the guitar solo. Did I skip any part of the song?
I thought that I could. Now that
It's good. It reminds me to a Coldplay song, this guitar.
So let's go, lose control here tonight. Leave her home, all alone, find your life. Leave her home. Temptation.
Okay, we'll make the vocal a little bit louder in the drop and reduce the sidechain. Maybe when you reduce the sidechain, it sounds louder. Okay. And the screeches are not bad, but I think they need a bit more strength on the mids. Maybe another layer, maybe just saturating that part.
So let's go.
Pandally left and right to give it more stereo effect. That would be nice, but maybe not all the time. Maybe like the first time normal. Okay, like this.
Leave her home.
And then this one like tututun, 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 tututun.
Temptation.
For me, the 200 to 400 hertz area is a bit empty. Maybe you can try to make the bass a bit stronger there with saturation or with other layers, and that can make the song sound a bit fatter.
So let's go. So let's go. Lose control tonight.
Too much sidechain.
So let's go. Lose control tonight.
And I don't know if you have the sidechain after the reverb. Well, yeah, of course you have the sidechain after the reverb. But I don't know, I feel it really dry. Maybe it's because the sidechain is way too aggressive and the tremolo. So basically we don't hear the reverb at all. Maybe you can add another reverb after that to kind of keep the depth of the vocal and cover space.
So let's go. Lose control tonight. So let's go. Lose control
When you filter the vocal, make it a little bit louder. It gets a bit too much in the background. Here I wouldn't have sidechain on the downlifter. And here when you add the impact, that the impact is a bit loud, I will make it sound super full, with ambient sounds, with pads, with chords. Way too empty.
Take all the pain, she made you whole. I see in your eyes. Oh, let's go.
think it has potential, but especially I feel it needs to sound a little bit fuller and with more depth. Everything is way too dry. But if you solve that is not that difficult, I think it can be a really good one. Okay, let's check the last priority we have. Royal Rogo. You said, I don't remember. Lucian? You told me what was your name, but I don't know where you said, and I don't remember. Wow. Royal. Peter Griffin. Okay. Here. This should be Melatono. It feels like the house. Don't know. Okay. Way too loud, that clap reverb. Way too loud, that clap reverb effect. Then here the clap. Way too much reverb also, and I think it needs a bit more high frequencies, the clap. Also maybe it's a bit loud. Do you know, guys, when you start getting sick, that the throat starts like itching and is annoying, and so I'm starting to feel that, and I don't like this because this Saturday I have a concert. Well, I'm attending a concert, and I don't want to be sick. I always when I travel, I usually get sick. I don't know why.
Tell me what you like.
Stop smoking. Never smoked.
Tell me what you want, boy. You can take
Boca is way too loud.
a bite. Don't be so polite. Savor this tonight. Tomorrow's not the same, so you can take a bite, but you can't have it all. No. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you want, boy. You can take a bite. Don't be so polite. Savor this tonight. Tomorrow's not the same, so you can take a bite, but you can't have it all. No. I'll need your love.
It's a bit repetitive and boring to always have the same clap effect every 8 bars.
Tell me what you want. No.
It's too repetitive and boring.
I'll need your love. I'll be
Start this more like a build-up. When it starts, it feels like another part of the break, and then it starts feeling like a build-up, but not since the beginning. Try to make it since the beginning. Maybe removing the kick, that already helps.
I'll need your love. I'll be gone in the morning. I'll need your love. I'll be
Good tremolo effect there.
gone in the morning. I'll be gone in the morning.
Here the vocal feels like not in the grid.
I'll be gone in the morning.
Yeah, it feels like it's not in the grid. This one, the tron has way too much reverb. It needs to be way more in your face and with less mids. The rest is good. And again, you know, it's the same kick, bass, and clap effect all the time. That makes it so boring.
I'll be gone in the morning. I'll be gone in the morning.
Not a big fan of the scene because it's too nasal, like nee, 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 nee. But not bad. Sounds different.
I'll be gone in the morning. I'll be gone in the morning. Tell me what you like. Don't be so polite. Savor this tonight, so you can take a bite. But you can't have it all, no.
Good break. And doesn't sound like tech house, sounds like melodic techno. Here without a delay, like pa pa da pa 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 da pa 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 da pa.
I'll be gone in the morning. I'll be gone in the morning.
I see potential in the idea, but I feel it's a bit too repetitive. Same vibes, same sounds, same club effect, you know. A bit short break, especially the second one. I would work a bit more on it, but the idea is there. The idea is there. Okay, let me see. I still have time maybe for one or two more feedbacks. Okay, let's do number game. Okay. The number I'm thinking is, I don't know. That's the number. Okay, the number I'm thinking is between 40 and 60. Don't start saying numbers before I say between which ones. Okay, the number I was thinking was 42, and the first one saying 42 is Homeland Earthtech. Man, I never saw you in the live stream. You're so lucky. Homeland. I don't think anybody's called like this on the email. Those people like this is lucky. This game is brutal. Si alguien adivina el número pero escribe en palabras, ten en cuenta. Cuenta, pero para escribirlo va a tardar más. Cupra Beats. Let's go. So far I think it's good. Maybe the synth had a bit too much highs, at least for this part. And the kick is a bit too filtered. I would keep a bit more the meats of the kick, so this way I make sure in a small speakers like the phone I can hear it, I can listen to it. Now here the kick feels way too filtered. It needs a top kick to cover the mids and the highs. And maybe the synth can have a more layers, so this way is different from the break. Here, for example, the vocal has not enough presence, enough brightness, feels like really filtered. But then you have a synth, not the main one, I think another one in the background, that has really top high frequencies. So it sounds not right, because it's like, okay, the main sound that is the vocal is not, it's like filtered, but then you have sounds that are not filtered, you know, so it doesn't feel unified, I would say. Try to solve that. Maybe even if you don't filter the vocal, maybe you need to boost the highs, something like this, or maybe cut the highs of the other one.
One night with you, one night with you, one night with you.
The chords are too strong on the highs with too much noise, and you only have that. All the other sounds, all the other elements of the song don't have those high frequencies, so it's like really separate, so it feels like not unified, not glued, not like together. Maybe with that more drums, especially hi-hats and shakers, together with the clap. And I don't know, I think it needs more work on the production and the mixing, but I like the vibes. I like the vibes this one has, and the idea is good. I like that. Clap don't fit, yeah, I think also that a little bit, but maybe if he adds the shakers and so, it fits good. Another number game, come on. The number I'm thinking is between 1 and 25. Okay, we got it. 14, and the first one is the Gaming Wizard. Is that your name on the email? No, nobody called the Gaming Wizard. What's your name? Voltix. I don't have any email with that name. Did you send it? Why when I'm watching this stream, then I see interrogation mark, question mark? What do you mean? Manos de subes que no te dejan jugar a los números. ¿Puedes jugar a los números? Nadie te dice que no. A ver, solo que hoy ya te he dado feedback. Ese es el problema de hoy. I send the screenshot of interrogation in your Discord. I don't open Discord, I don't know, since last year. But I don't know what you mean. I send. Where did you send it? I'm not getting anything from you, man. Are you sending it to this email? No, refreshing and not getting an email. So probably you're not sending it to the right email. Until you send it, I'm gonna do another number game, okay? So the number I'm thinking now is between 20 and 40. Okay, we got it. 27 and is Axdreth. It's like this, Axdreth? Yeah, Axdreth, okay. Voltix, okay, I got it now. Moroccan Afro House. I didn't listen to it, so maybe I like it or maybe not, I don't know. Fucking phone.
I got lost tonight under the stars up in the sky. Directions hard to find. Under the stars up in the sky.
Sounds pretty good. Snare's a bit loud.
Give us music even more.
To be honest, sounds really good. I'm just, but that this is personal taste. The top high frequencies I think are a bit too loud on the leads, but that's personal taste. But I think it sounds good. Maybe a bit outdated, a bit. Even if the kick sounds a bit more updated, more now like nowadays. I think the overall idea feels a bit too much like 2018, something like this. Maybe a drum fill is a little bit loud.
I got lost tonight under the stars up in the sky. Directions hard to find under the stars up in the sky. I don't know where to take this, I don't wanna break this. We're living in the moment, we're living in the moment. Your head is on my shoulder, we're never getting older. Baby, it's you and I. Yeah, we're stars in the sky. Oh, you and I. Yeah, we're stars in the sky.
For me, this part sounds a little bit chaotic, a bit uncontrolled sound, but it's not bad. It's more personal taste. I think maybe with the drums, you can play left and right a little bit, because right now it's a little bit to the right, like 10%, maybe like boom, and boom, boom, you know? Boom, 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 something like this. Have one left and one right, so it's way, you add more movement, not only on the right.
Give us music even more.
I think the idea is really good. I think it sounds well mixed and sounds strong. Maybe it's outdated. People is saying send it to Revealed. I think Revealed try it, but the thing is not gonna sign this because it's a bit normal big room. They're going more into techno sound. But for example, this could fit better on We Rave. We Rave? No, Rave View? No, what was the name of the WW? Rave Culture. Rave Culture. On Rave Culture, I think it can fit way better. But that's the thing. It sounds a little bit outdated. Polaris Records. Never heard of that. Not anymore on Rave Culture. And what are they releasing? It sounds good. If you're not gonna add a vocal on top, make the guitar louder. If you're gonna add a vocal on top, it's good like this. Remember, if you need the vocal, you can use Vocalfy, code Wildcrow10 to get a 10% discount. I think the idea is pretty good. On the mix, I would just do 3 things. On the leads, I would reduce a little bit the reverb, like 5%, something like this. The clap, I think, is a bit quiet and not strong enough. Maybe add another layer with a bit more attack sound. And then you have a ride or hi-hat like tss, tss, way too loud. The rest sounds really good. Man, this transition, no. Even if you make this transition and keep the rhythm, you need to keep, the reverb tail. You cannot cut it like this. It doesn't sound natural. That lead has a lot of reverb, so you need to keep that tail. Maybe here you can filter the kick, the height of the kick, so it doesn't sound that much as the drop one and feels more as a break. Add more evolution on the break, like add more sound, introduce them, make changes, because right now it's the same all the time. It's all the time the same. Yeah, basically, apart from changing a bit the arrangement on the second break, less reverb on the leads. Maybe that gives a bit more brightness. If not, maybe a little bit more brightness. Control the hi-hat and make the clap stronger. The rest sounds really good, to be honest. And it has really good vibes. Try to find a good vocal. And guys, with that, this live stream comes to an end. I'm sorry, but it's time. Okay. As I always say, even if I didn't give you feedback, if you pay attention, I can give you feedback. You can learn a lot from the feedback I give to other people. I explain like several things. Josephine, ¿por qué dices que no? Si a ti ya te he dado feedback. But I need to do a lot of things. I've been on holidays, now I have a lot of work. I need to prepare things because next Friday, 30th of May, I'm releasing a new song. By the way, I could have shared the pre-save. Do you give me a second and I share the pre-save and you pre-save it? The pre-save doesn't really help that much, to be honest. I don't know. Pre-saving is good. If you want, there you have the pre-save link. It would be nice if you can pre-save it. On Spotify especially. Had a good time and learned a lot though. Thanks a lot for the stream. Happy to know you learn. Pero está entretenido ver otros feedbacks. Okay, there you have the link if you want to pre-save the new song. Okay, it's coming out next Friday, 30th of May. Well, you will see the name of the song, you will see the label. But yeah, I think I can get something cool with this one. Tomorrow or Friday I'm going to record all the videos and everything. Parte farmeo puntos para otro feedback. But nothing else. Thank you so much to all of you that subscribed. Thank you so much to all of you that didn't subscribe but have been here in the live stream, talking with me, playing in the games, sending the song, showing your support, And remember that I uploaded a video two weeks ago, well, 2 Sundays ago, that can help you so much, guys. 25 production tips that they think are must known. I mean, you must know those, I mean, are production tips that really make a change, in my opinion. Are the ones they always use, are the ones that I would love to know earlier, so go and check that video. And nothing else. Thank you so much for being here, for all of that. Next week on our live stream, probably not going to do one this weekend. Probably next week I'm going to do 2 live streams. But nothing else. Thank you so much for being here and for always showing your support. See you guys. Bye bye. Ciao ciao. Cheers.